Here to speak with you all. I love it when I get a microphone in my hand. You might have to pull it out of my hand a little bit, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a mother of 3 amazing girls with my husband Dave. One of our girls is here with me tonight, my stepdaughter Jordan. I left over there. She's wonderful. And I'm a vocal coach. I love working with kids. I've been in nursing school for the past couple of years, and I graduated in December of last year, 2014, as an RN, and I was excited to get started with my new career. And my girls had waited a long time for me to have a job and have a paycheck and, you know, braces and shoes and football games and whatever, but they were high on their list of priorities. But I was excited to start my nursing career, and you know, just was really ready. And in January, I started doing home health care, and in February, after a trip to the ER and a CAT scan, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. And 2 surgeries later, and 10 inches of my colon removed, and 65% of my liver. They just keep taking stuff off of me. But I'm doing well, and God is good. Thank you. But it's really been, you know, a whirlwind. The past 6 months has just been chemo and surgeries and days, just overwhelming days that sometimes I just can't get off my couch. But feeling wonderful today, and I'm so glad to be here. And for this reason, I love what Habit of the Heart is doing. I didn't know about it before it affected me. But so back to where I wasn't even using my notes. I forgot I had them. When I was recovering from my surgery in February, I think it was in March when I was recovering, and met with my oncologist, and they said, they were telling me of some of the side effects that I might have, and they said, you know, you might have these mouth sores, and I thought, oh, my mouth is sore right here already, like I've got these, you know, problems with my teeth that as a mom, sometimes we make sure that our kids get to the dentist, but we don't always make sure that we take care of ourselves. I know many moms like that, but that was something that I did. And my doctor said, you know, these things need to be addressed before we start the chemo. So I was able to get in with Dr. Hawk, who is wonderful over here, and all of his staff. And Jordan was working there at the time, but you know, I went in to see him, and I did have 3 teeth that needed pulled and an infection, and you know, they said it'll be this much, and I said, well, I have to do it, and I know that God will, you know, make it happen. I had no savings, no money, I'd been off work for a little while, but you know, God always provides, and we said, okay, let's do it. So anyway, the next day I was home, and just kind of thinking about things, and everything was just weighing on my shoulders. And you know, I got opened up some new medical bills and things like that, and was by myself at home, and then I got a phone call from Jordan, and she said, where am I at here? You'll have to excuse me because I do need my notes, but I look at them and then I just start talking and forget where I'm at. But anyway, Jordan called me, and she told me about Habit of the Heart, and she said, you know, that Karen had suggested me for this program, and they were an organization that helped women and children in time of need, and they wanted to cover my dental bill in full. And I was standing at my kitchen counter, and I just remember, kind of like right now, I'm feeling it again. A flood of emotion swept over me, and I began to cry, and I said, no, And I said, why? Or really? Or I don't even know what I said, but I think I said, what did you say? And she said, they want to cover your bill in full. And I couldn't believe that someone just would do that. I didn't ask for that. It was definitely a need that they saw that I had. It was a need that was weighing really heavily on me. And I thought, I asked Jordan, well, how will I ever thank them? And she said, don't worry about that. Just, this is what they do. But it was a wonderful feeling. It was like the arms of Jesus had just hugged me tightly. And I can't thank you enough, Habit of the Heart and everyone involved, for the blessing that was given to me. But I can promise to bless others and to give that feeling to others, the feeling of the love of Jesus. After seeing the pictures and everything that you do, I hope that I can be involved actually and help with Habit of the Heart as well. But something that I also want to share with you, God is good all the time. He's shown me time and time again through his word and through the works of other people that he is in control of this and that I can trust him. And questioning God was actually something that I never did. Sometimes people ask me, why you? Or, how do you think this happened? Or I never asked why me or anything like that. Just, instead, I say, okay, God, I know that you love me. I know that you love my girls. I know that you know how much they need me. And I trust you to do your will in and through me. And I know that your name will be glorified because of it. And no matter what, I do want God's name to be glorified. And so that's why I'm still talking. A verse that I also want to share with you, a verse that has gotten me through this, is Matthew 17:20. And I call this my life verse. And I call it that because I knew of this verse when I was a child. My mom had a mustard seed necklace hanging in our living room, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And she explained to me, well, after she said, don't touch that. And, she explained to me what it was, and it was her grandmother's, and told me about the verse. Matthew 17 says, truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. And you guys are in the business of moving mountains, are you? The Habit of the Heart, I know that she mentioned that mountain. But that verse gives me peace. Sometimes I feel like I have faith strong enough to cover me and anyone else that needs it. But other times I do feel like my faith is weak, and I have questions. And it's normal to question things. God knows our hearts. He knows our minds. He made them. He knows that we're human, and he made us this way. And he understands that sometimes things don't make sense to us at all. And so that verse gives me peace, because I know that even when I'm weak and things don't make sense, that my faith is still strong. And I would like to share a part of a song that is dear to me. I wanted to do this as I was going through my speech at home earlier. I was thinking of a dear friend of mine who was also battling colon cancer and lost that battle just a couple of days ago. She went to meet Jesus. Her name's Erica Hamilton. And I wanted to sing just a part of this song, but it's also for every strong woman. It's for every strong woman here tonight, every strong woman who feels weak until they're lifted up. And so, just a little bit of a song. She's been there, God knows she's been there. She has seen and done it all. She's a woman, she knows how to dish it out or take it all. Her heart's As soft as feathers, still she weathers stormy skies. She's a sparrow when she's broken, but she's an eagle when she flies. A kaleidoscope of colors, you can toss her round and round. You can keep her in your vision, but you'll never keep her down. She's a lover, she's a mother, she's a friend, and she's a wife. She's a sparrow when she's broken, but she's an eagle when she flies. And again, I want to thank you, Habit of the Heart, for blessing me and my family by taking care of our dental bill and relieving the stress of that expense. You were the arms and the hands of Jesus in a very deep valley in my life. I will never forget the blessing and the feeling of love that you gave me. Thank you.